So now that Bowser has rejoined our party, let's actually use him. So whenever we're platforming with Bowser, it's usually still a good idea to have a carrier with you so that your jumping can be just a little bit better. So as we go across this area, also keep an eye out for potential catch cards. There is one in Chapter 7 too, and I think it's somewhere around here. So we definitely want to keep an eye out for that. This area, I gotta say, I'm not that fond of, because if you fall or anything like that, it's going to take you a little while to jump back up, and it's not exactly going to be the most pleasant experience in the world if you do fall. And also, this area just kind of leads to a problem that I mentioned before with this game, that with vertical platforming like this, the camera doesn't move fast enough for you to be able to see things coming and all. So, like, there could be enemies up here that you can't see coming because the camera doesn't move fast enough. That's just something that this whole game just kind of has a problem with. So, that's a little bit on the unfortunate side. So I think this is what I was thinking of before. There's a lot of coins here, wow. See. Oh, great. And we didn't get any of them! Yay! Oh, great. We definitely could have used those coins because there's a lot of expensive stuff coming up. Is there anything in this area? Is there anything in this area aside from the coins? No? None? Really? Great. Cool. Awesome. Outstanding. Amazing. Do the coins return if we go back down the pipe? Nope. Oh, that was a disaster and a half. And there's a full disaster. Okay, let's head back up this way and use our super amazing fire breath to destroy everything in sight. I may or may not be a pyromaniac. Hey, go back this way. Go back this way. Get back up this way. There we go. Man, there's this one thing we did in a game design class where like we had to make a platforming game, and I made the mistake of trying to make a super vertical level, and it was a bad level. It was not fun at all, and I hated it. The people who were testing it seemed to have liked it, but I did not like how it turned out at all. There's a catch card in this area. I know there is. Where the crap is it? Okay, I might be reading my notes wrong on this one, so we'll continue on forward. Just like before, we want to do is that we want to use a tippy on the door guy. This is based off a Japanese mythological story that's also the same inspiration as Thwomps, where I believe in some places, I don't know if it's an Underworld exclusive thing or not, but the basic idea is that there'd be a wall disguising itself as a door to block off trespassers. I've got a few questions. Answer them all correctly and I'll wave you on through. Activate screen. Alright, question 1. Look closely at the objects on the screen, okay? Now answer me this. How many red objects were there? There were 3. Sorry folks, but I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not just yet. Question 2. Watch the screen now. How many triangles were there, folks? Question 3. Eyes on the screen, folks. What color were the moving objects? That's your answer, right? Now, next question. At the top of your head, what question number is this? 1 billion! 4. Getting tired yet, folks? Don't give up. This is the last question. Look closely at the screen. What shape was the most plentiful, folks? I'm gonna say squares. Done! We'll just summarize your responses real quick. Perfect! Amazing! I'm impressed. Your brain ages must be very young, folks. Well, with brains that young, you must be good people. Head on in. And we're going to need another key. Oh boy, ain't that fun. I'm Hagitha. Yes, one of the three ancient sisters three, the underwear crowns. Young one, aren't you? And to where are you headed, young man? You seek the pure art, so you desire an audience with Granby? Sounds serious. Well, you're not the only soul here with a problem now, for I have one as well. Yes, I lent a certain book to a certain demon, you see, and now I need it back. Could you find him and get it back for me, you strapping young thing? No. Youngsters these days don't respect their elders. No, you don't. Back in my day, we used to do nice things for the elderly, yes. When did things change, younger generation? Such entitled brats. I blame video games. Kids live in virtual worlds. They can't relate to you real people. Rotten like cavities, these kids. And speaking of cavities, take care of your teeth. Once you lose them, that is it for your favorite foods. Dentures only go so far. Now, what are we talking about? Yes, we were talking about what kind sort of folk you were. Sorry. Hit the road, started boy. I think I'll ask one of those nice tradies instead. And where are you headed, young man? Hagitha wants to know. It was Hagitha all along. You seek what? A puny heart? I know what that... I don't know not what that is, but it sounds serious. Yes, I hate to be a bother, but I have a small problem. You see, I'm listening carefully here. There's a show I really want to watch on Andervision tomorrow night. So I set my recorder to tape it automatically so I could not forget it. It has to be high quality too, not that quick stuff, such awful image quality. I must be sure that bone ball game I didn't go into extras and delay it. Asked the demon to check on the recording. Could you ask him about the game for me? No. Youngsters these days don't respect their elders. No, they don't. Back in my day, we used to do nice things for the elderly. When times changed, though, the younger generation, such entitled brats. You know what I blame? The cellular telephone devices. Everything is too convenient. In my day, we had to work hard all the time. Yes, rain or shine. But do folks remember those days? No! They just flit about going la-dee-doo-da-da. I want to go la-dee-da too. It's unfair. I want to chill. I want to hang out. Now, what are we talking about? Yes, we were talking about how you are a sugar. Hit the road, you lazy boy. I think I'll ask one of those nice shadies instead. Well, where are you headed, young'un? You have free time, right? How about you go and do Hagitha a favor? So you would do it? Yes. I don't imagine you would turn down a lovely lady. I have one simple request. Just stay here for a while and let me talk to you. Let me see, what should we talk about? I know, I'll tell you a spicy little story from my days of burning youth.
I know it's now, but I was a rat out of tomato back in my day. But true, my presence, I was very funny, no back then. I did it with a few heads when everything like, one day a certain fellow got behind me and felt deeply enough. Got shy 3 or 4 years of the line, and I had to hide my ticket nothing. And then, I was ready to the I was ready to the night, and they, I decided to pull out the ticket. Yes, they'll come to the same time. We came back outside, doing how we could defend ourselves. Even right now, the very night, I guess I knew what she was doing. But if I even put him in a sort of arcade, she would eat my arcade. So I scheduled dates with her so I could not see it. Tried to find my dates with the around the night. And if that is, I think there's still another night. But in the meantime, I was starting. I also found my head and right of the night,
Yes, that was just lovely. Thanks to you, I feel so refreshed. Now then, what is it? Am I done? Well, not exactly, youngin'. I still must thank you. Thanks! That was my present for you. A very nicely drawn out thank you. What? Is that all you ask? Are you serious? Of course that is all. Got it? Good for you. You can go now. Shoo! Oh, simply wonderful, yes. What else I do to where the demon currently lingers? Thanks for helping. Hagitha! Hagitha! Message for me? I got from the hack who wants me to check on the show. What was it again? Was that really it? Hag, man, actually got some weird taste. Well, I'll check in on it later. Did you tell the demon? Great, yes, wonderful. Thanks, I will tell you something good. Do you want to know about that horrible beast with 3 heads, the Underchomp? Well, it loves music, and if you play its favorite songs, it will go to sleep. So if you run into it, if you have something that plays music, use it, yes. That should make the battle a little easier, Sonny. Well, I'll see you later. And you're just gonna say something again. So we have one more old person request. Old person request. You mean to repeat that request? Yes. Allow me to send you to where the demon in question is, and thanks for your help. So I believe these 3 people are based off a story from Greek mythology. It's the 3 Norns who can see the past, present, and the future, and things like that, so that's kind of interesting. Return the book? Oh, you mean the one I borrowed from the hag? Well, no prob. Just finished reading that bad boy, actually. Diet book. A book about slimming down. Do I look like I need to diet? Gotta say, that weight loss plan seems kind of dubious. Yeah, probably a fad. But hey, thank that hag for me anyway. Okay, this is the part that I really don't like, because we had to backtrack so far. This is the only one that's actually required for like any story progress or anything like that. But it's the one that makes you go back the furthest! This one is lame! Like, backtracking is something that the old Paper Mario games kind of always had a problem with. And it was especially bad in Thousand Year Door. But it's not so bad in this game, but this is definitely like the worst of it. Because, like, just why? Why do we have to go back the long way? Why can't we just teleport back over there? Did you get the book back, young man? Bowser's expressing when he's deciding what item to use. Oh, this is it. Yes. See, I'm getting a little paunchy in my old age. I thought I might try this no tummy mummy diet to try and get back into shape. Thanks for getting this. Yes. Let me give you this as thanks, Sonny. And we get the door key. Yay! Good riddance! The rest of this chapter is fun, but that is the part I really don't care for. It only took a frickin' eternity, but I finally figured out where the stupid couch card is. Okay, so in my notes, I wrote that it's in the second area of darkness and things like that, but no, it's in this area. So we go through here, and Bowser's too big to go through that area. We go through here. And this is where it is. And it's a dark boot card. Great, cool, that's epic. That is amazing. That is more epic than Mickey. Okay, that one kind of drove me a little crazy, but we did it. We got the couch card. Wasn't that complicated to get. It's just that my notes were a little incorrect on that part. But we did it. We can go on through the area. We can fulfill our destiny. And we will someday drink eggnog. So now we're back in this area. Let's use Luigi to jump super high. And now we can move on our merry way through our path of glory, except we fell off a platform because Luigi is super slippery. Okay. Luigi's fun and all, but I gotta say, he does not control that well in this game. That's one thing that I've never really liked about playing as Luigi in games like this, where he's all slippery and things like that. It's like, come on Luigi, just learn to walk. It's like, come on Luigi, why do you gotta be like this? Ah, that hurt my feelings. Okay, let's do this the not stupid way. Let's flip into 3D. We'll be fine like this. So yeah, we continue on up here, and we'll probably want to heal before we do anything else because there's a certain thing coming up, and I'm not gonna be super happy if we don't do this properly. Let's use one of the chocolate bars. This door. It's another door guy. Oh no, travelers have come? Halt! Queen Jade's demands I guard this door, people. I am Door Guy the Third. I've got to take a second, see if the folks are worthy to pass through. Can I get a little underjump? If you folks are worthy of passing through, you should be able to beat this guy. So if you want to head on through, you've got to fight. Ready, go! Yay, we get to play Earthbound Beginnings now! So, I have a fun story about this, but first let's talk about the strategy for this. So, basically what you want to do, you want to use your Pixel and Cudge is going to be the best one to use against them because it's pretty much going to be the only one that can consistently deal damage against them. But, if you did the side quest to get Piccolo, you can also use Piccolo as well, and it's very useful. Piccolo plays a mysterious song. Red Underchomp falls into a deep sleep, Blue Underchomp falls into a deep sleep, and Yellow Underchomp falls into a deep sleep. And they're all taking a nice nap, and now we can destroy them. Mario uses Cudge to attack Red Underchomp. Direct hit. Red Underchomp takes 6 damage. And Blue and they're both taking naps and things like that. So, yeah, this is basically going to be the strategy throughout the entire fight. And I'm trying a little bit more so to focus on like what I'm actually doing in the game right now. Because... oh, no, they're waking up. Okay. It's okay. I don't want to push any wrong buttons or anything like that because I don't want to waste a turn because I don't have the best luck in the world when it comes to fighting this thing normally. So, what I did in my first playthrough of this game was, I didn't know Piccolo even existed, so I would use Cudge, but then I would just like brute force through the damage and make sure I was fully healed before coming into this place and just had a bunch of healing items. And I'd end up usually like wasting through all the healing items before the boss fight was over, and I'd just barely be able to defeat this thing. So yeah, I was kind of terrible at this when I was a kid, but now that I'm a full-grown man and I'm super awesome, and now I eat 6,000 eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge. Can you imagine like somebody actually having that kind of diet? Because you'd be going through, like, eggs way too fast for that to be sustainable. Do you realize how many chickens you'd have to have on your farm for that to work? Because you'd eat 5 dozen eggs every morning, and then when you grow up, eating 6 dozen eggs. That's a lot of eggs! And I wasn't paying attention, and now they're awake again, and we have to destroy things! Or make them fall asleep. Yeah, same basic thing. So yeah, that's 5 dozen eggs, and that's basically like 60 eggs every morning. So, yeah, like, I can barely eat like 2 for breakfast before I start feeling full. I don't even like eggs that much anyway, but like, 60 eggs every morning, like, there is no way that's healthy. Are you awake again? You're awake again, aren't you? Alright, let's use Piccolo to make you fall asleep. I do really like how this is like a callback to like old NES style RPGs like Earthbound Beginnings and things like that. I think it's more so supposed to be an intentional reference to like something more closely along the lines of like Dragon Quest or something like that. But I'm more familiar with Earthbound Beginnings, so that's what I'm gonna choose to claim this reference to. You defeated Yellow Underchomp. You defeated the Underchomp. Mario received 6,000 points. Take note, stick a star forward, use experience points, they're good for you. Hey, check you folks out, you beat the Underchomp. Good work, head on in. Oh, if we only had 10 more coins, we'd have 64. But, after all of that, we've reached the light at the end of the tunnel. Very clever pun. Like, that's actually very clever that there's literally a light at the end of this tunnel right here. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode of Super Paper Mario. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time... End of chapter. Oh yeah.